Okay, if you want a real estate sales team business that earns you a high six, even a seven-figure income without you giving up your personal life to do it, you keep watching this video right now. All right. If you want a real estate sales team business that earns you, damn, dude, this sucks. So if you want a real estate sales team business that earns you a high six, even seven-figure income and works without your constant involvement, keep watching. Hi, my name is Todd Walters, and I am the Platinum Coach with the Craig Proctor System. And I've been involved with Craig Proctor since 1990 something, like way early mid-90s. Here's some good news for you. Man, this sucks. My name is Todd Walters, and I'm the Platinum Coach with the Craig Proctor System. And the number one question that I get asked more than any other question from Craig Proctor coaching level members is, how do I go from where I am right now to where I most want to be, which is a super profitable sales team? Like, how can I get there and get there within the shortest time frame possible? Now, the reason people ask me this question, maybe you're asking yourself this question or you think about it on a daily basis, I think is because whatever they're doing right now, they just don't see a pathway to getting there. They just can't clearly see it. You see other people doing it. You hear about it. You've heard Craig talk about it. You've heard me talk about it, but you just don't see it happening maybe for yourself within a time frame that makes sense to you. So I started out the video by asking you that question. Like, if you really want a sales team business, I'm talking one that's high six, seven-figure income business that works without your constant involvement, I said, hey, keep watching this video, right? Well, really, this is about transformation. If this is something that you most want, there's just a few basic key ingredients that you got to understand that maybe you don't know about. So over the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to share them with you, and I believe you'll find it very helpful, okay? So this is where all of us start out, okay? We're trying to get to that first break point in business. And that first break point is your schedule is maximized and you can't do anymore. Your schedule's maximized, you can't do anymore. So that's sort of the first level of a real estate agent. You and an assistant, probably upwards of about 50 home sales or more. Okay, makes sense, right? So everybody's trying to get to that first break point. And then you move to the next break point, which is you doing more rainmaking activities, focusing more on the sellers out there, cherry picking from that area. You've got an admin or two that specializes in helping you with your processes and your marketing, as well as your customer service. And you've probably got two or three outside salespeople that you delegate the buyers to. After all, you're spending your time with the sellers, right? And then you get to that next break point, which is further specialization of a super profitable sales team. And this is, my friends, this is our model at the Craig Proctor System Platinum level, right? So in Platinum, everything we do is about this. I'm the Platinum Coach. So I'm just sharing with you some tidbits and strategies so that maybe it makes it easier on you. But this is the ultimate business model. This is called an organizational chart. You're in the middle. You're the rainmaker. You're spending all your time on rainmaking activities. What's a rainmaking activity? Only the things that you can change the outcome on. Okay. And you've got a great team of people orbiting around you. And this team of people orbiting around you are specialists in their particular areas and fields. All right. Now, if you had 15 OSAs and you had 3 ISAs, that business is going to earn you about 4 million or more in gross commission income, gross income, over 4 million. All right. So if you're thinking about like, how do I get to $1 million in net income without ever having to go on a single appointment anymore, actually having a business and you're not involved in the sales process. All right. What does that business look like? And I just told you. Okay. So now eventually if you're really ambitious and motivated, you've got this big vision about having your own sellable business asset. Like you own your own real estate company. You're building this thing as a sellable business asset. That means you do things quite differently than all of the other real estate agents or brokers in the marketplace, right? This would be our Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty people. That's what they want. That's why they get involved in that in the Craig Proctor system. So let me set this up for you a little bit more. All right. So right now you're in coaching. You're in the coaching level. That's why you're watching this video. Okay. So what are the basics of the Craig Proctor system coaching level? Well, like what are the things that you should be focused in on right now that will allow you to establish your foundation and build this super profitable sales team on? Okay. Well, the best way for me to answer that question is to show you. Just show it to you. I'm going to do that right now. So we have this ascension ladder, is what we call it internally, when people come into the Craig Proctor system. And these various levels exist intentionally to provide people with what they want, right? See, not everyone wants a super profitable sales team. Not everyone wants, a lot of real estate agents really like being a solo practitioner, and that's what they're going to do. They're essentially trading their time for money. They have a real estate job. So you may want to write this one down. If your real estate business depends on you, you don't have a real estate business, you have a real estate job. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want. But if you grow tired of trading your time for money, like you really want a business that works and functions without your constant involvement in the sales process and makes you a very rewarding income and provides you with more freedom, well, then that's what these other levels in the Craig Proctor system zero in and focus on. Because having something like that does require more. It requires more help. It requires more intentionality and focus and specifics around those activities. So it's difficult to have a system that's all things to all people. Just like it's very difficult for you as a real estate agent to be all things to all people, correct? Right. So that's why we break this down this way. So for me to best help people when they ascend up the ladder, they move up the ladder in the platinum, there are a few basic things that it really should have in place. So if you want a super profitable sales team business that works without your constant involvement, you know it starts with a foundation, right? That's what coaching is. Coaching is designed and aimed at helping real estate agents get this foundation of them. And then those of you that are super ambitious and you want more, well, that's what the rest of the Craig Proctor system exists for. So what are these things that you really should be mastering here as a coaching level member? Well, the first one would be the follow-up script. Are you familiar with that follow-up script? Now, the follow-up script is more than words on a sheet of paper. If you were to go and grab that follow-up script, you would notice that there are 4 offers on that follow-up script. So let me give you a little tip that I used to do. So when I would bring team members on my team, I would give them this follow-up script, and I would take a black magic marker and I would draw circles around the 4 offers on the follow-up script. And I would tell my team member, could be the courier, could be a receptionist, could be a customer service manager, an outside sales agent, inside, it didn't matter. Whoever they were joining my team, the first thing that they had to do in order to work with me was to memorize the 4 offers on the follow-up script. And you may be thinking, but Todd, why would you have a courier or a receptionist or the customer service person or your transaction coordinators? Why would you have those people memorizing the 4 offers on the follow-up script? And the answer is straight up forward. We're in the sales and marketing business. We're not in the real estate business at all. Okay. We're in the sales and marketing business. So there's a lot of things that, we're probably going to screw up and not do so well at, but you know what we can't screw up? The offers. So everyone in my team realized from day one what was most important. And what was most important was the offers. We could screw up a lot of things, but you can't screw up the offers. Plus, it was very important that everybody on the team know what it is we were doing to actually get customers, right? So the follow-up script sort of starts there. That's kind of the basics of it. And everyone can implement that. Okay. You don't need an army of people to implement the words that come out of your mouth, right? The other big thing about the follow-up script is the questions, the qualifying questions on it. So that establishes that before you make an offer, you have to fact find to determine what offer to make. So there's a lot of great disciplines and things that come from just that follow-up script. So I would say, look, if you understand that the Craig Proctor system follow-up script, if you understand that it exists for those reasons, okay, well, we can check that box. Okay. What's the second box that makes up sort of the basics of our coaching level? All right. And that would be the presentations. There's a buyer presentation. There's a listing presentation. So why have a presentation? Well, your presentation has one purpose. Do you know what it is? Now, when I ask people that question, sometimes they say, yeah, it's to help me get the customer. And the answer is, yeah, that's an answer, but not the answer I'm looking for. The reason you use a presentation is to exceed your prospects' expectations. Write that one down. Is to exceed your customer's expectations. When you show up to any meeting, your customer has a pre-framed reference. Your prospect has a pre-framed reference, which is an expectation of you, what you do, and how you do things. Okay, so if it's a referral, they have an expectation, and that's a pretty easy customer to convert. Would you agree? All right. If it's a complete stranger, you've never done business with them before, and they're interviewing other people, and they see you as a real estate agent, they have a pre-framed expectation. So the purpose of your presentation is to exceed expectations. And when you exceed people's expectations, you win. You get 5-star reviews, you get their business, you get a higher commission level, all of it. So understanding that these presentations exist to help you not just get customers, but to help exceed their expectations, that's a game changer for everybody involved. So let me ask you, do you have the presentations downloaded? The buyer and the seller, are they getting used? So that's bullet point number 2 on basics of the Craig Proctor coaching level. All right. Now we haven't gotten into platinum, but I'm going to take these bullet points I'm sharing with you right now, and I'm going to compare and contrast those to what happens in the platinum level of the Craig Proctor system, so that you get a better understanding of how you transform, or how we help you transform your real estate business into a super profitable sales team at that level in the Craig Proctor system. It'll be a great education for you. All right. So bullet point number 3 is use of a performance guarantee. So a performance guarantee is exactly what it sounds like. It's like, hey, if you're not happy with my service, you can fire me and pay nothing. That's a performance guarantee. I'm going to get you your price. Okay. And if I don't get your price, I'll pay the difference. Got it? Those are performance guarantees. I'm going to get you an acceptable offer on your home within the next 30 days. And if I don't, I'll deduct $3,000 from my commission. That's a performance guarantee. Another performance guarantee is, if I don't sell your home within the time frame of our listing agreement, if I don't sell your home within that time frame, I'll waive my commission and extend it for another 90 days and sell it for free. Okay. That's a performance guarantee. Your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy it is a performance guarantee. So in the Craig Proctor system, basics of coaching is we introduce you to performance guarantees. Okay. So are you using a performance guarantee in your business? And if you are, check that box. You're doing pretty well right now. All right. 4th bullet point on the basics of our coaching level: direct response marketing. Running some level or some kind of Craig Proctor ads and getting a response. Okay, now let's pause there. So a lot of people confuse what I say right here. I'm not saying running ads and making money from them. I'm saying, number 1, are you running ads and are you getting a response? Because that, my friends, is how you go make money. If you're not running ads, you're not going to be able to grow your real estate business, because you can only grow it if you have an overflow of it. So write that one down. In order to grow your business, you got to have an overflow of your ideal customers. Okay. So my expectation would be that you're running ads. My expectation is that you're probably not getting an overflow of your ideal customers, because that, my friends, can happen, but it probably requires more from you than you're giving right now, or even understand what to give. All right. So my expectation for coaching level members is they're running ads. Secondly, they're getting a response, because if you can get a response from an ad, you can change or transform the language in the ad, or the images in the ad, or the ad itself to get your ideal customer. But there's no way to get to an overflow of your ideal customer without, number 1, running ads, and number 2, getting a response from an ad. Okay, got it. So once you have those 4 things in your bit, you understand the follow-up script, you understand the coaching level presentations, you're using a performance guarantee, and you understand direct response marketing, i.e. running CP ads and getting a response. Okay. That's the basics. Now you can build on it. I'm not saying those things have to be working magically well for you, because again, that requires more knowledge and implementation of things that you probably don't know about that I'm getting ready to show you right now. But those are the basics of coaching. Okay. So if you understand those or know those at any level, all right, maybe you should be moving up the Craig Proctor system ladder. So in Platinum, compared with coaching, our job is to transform. Our mission is to transform your real estate business into a millionaire agent team that works without your constant involvement. That is our mission. And we do this by giving you an exclusive plan and system that you don't have right now. Okay, right. There's a plan and there's a system that you don't have right now. And then we simply, with more help you implement it. Okay. Now, this powers your transformation into a 7-figure income business without you giving up your personal life to do it. So essentially, everything that happens in Platinum is designed to transform your business into a super profitable sales team business. Everything. There is no part of it that's not aimed at that. That's why Craig Proctor set that level up for coaching level members that wanted a business like that. Okay. It just required differentiation and help. So I'm going to give you a few bullet point examples here of what I'm talking about. Let's look at the follow-up script. Okay. So in coaching, I described to you, like, do you know there's a follow-up script and do you understand it makes offers? And if the answer is yes, I'm like, good. So what's the difference in Platinum with the follow-up script? Well, how about this? I and my team are charged with training your team on how to use that follow-up script via texting and messenger to convert leads to come get me's, right? That's the part of replication and scale that needs to exist in your business in order to have a business. Okay. All right. Let's compare and contrast the presentations. All right. So check this out. So the Platinum level presentations, which are different than what you have in coaching, come complete with demonstration. So if you don't understand that word of demonstration, the best way for me to describe it is show, not tell. So we're going to show more of how the customer benefits in doing business with you over and above anybody else or any other option. This includes videos, proof of claims, worthy cause materials, as an example, so you can increase fees and create a positive cash flow cycle. If your presentation doesn't compel your customer to pay you on the front end, like a retainer or a fee to get started in doing business with you, then you have a presentation that is missing adequate value, all right? And this value stack is delivered to the customer via demonstration. Okay, so that's what the Platinum presentations do. They're different, but they're aimed at helping you get paid a portion of your income on the front end so you can create a positive cash flow cycle. It's very difficult for you to scale up your real estate business into a super profitable sales team without enough cash flow. Would you agree? Yes. Okay. So yeah, this is all part of, again, I'm just contrasting and comparing and contrasting coaching and Platinum to give you a better understanding of what's in store for you, or at least what's available for you, right? All right, the third bullet point, remember the performance guarantees? I said performance guarantee. All right. For Platinum members, we transform the performance guarantee into brand. Your USP is your brand and your brand is your USP. All right, for example, I was known as your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy it. That's how people identified me. Todd Walters, oh yeah, that's the guy that will guarantee the sale of your home or he buys it. Literally, my brand was the USP, not that I was top 10 with RE/MAX in the world, okay, but that I was known as the guy that would guarantee the sale of your home. This shows up everywhere. It is the brand, and this is difficult for real estate agents to pull off now. It's not an automatic thing. So you have to go from basically saying that you'll perform or offering a performance guarantee into having that as a brand. And that does require different work than maybe you're doing right now. Okay. All right. And then of course, the bullet point from there is we're going to proctorize every aspect of the business. your CRM, contact management system. You need 7 measurable marketing systems for a 7-figure income. And this team system, getting and using other people, employees to implement. All right. All of that leads to you having that super profitable sales team business. But it doesn't happen by accident. There's a plan, okay, that is followed. Now, another point of differentiation would be like when you got into coaching, which was the first step of the Craig Proctor system. And I said, you should have an understanding of these basics. And you should have been in the system so you can see that there's more to it for 3 or 4 months. Okay. So once you got those understanding of the basics and you've been in for, say, 4 months, then you know what? Maybe you should consider platinum. Okay. So when people scale up or move up or transform or work on transformation of their business in platinum, we follow a plan. Okay. It's a written plan. So when you got into coaching, do you remember the 1-hour business plan? Right. That 1-hour business plan, you had to fill the blanks in. So when you move up or upgrade into platinum, we give you a business plan and the blanks are already filled in. So that's fairly significant difference, wouldn't you say? Because there really is only plan and system. And if you're not working from a plan, then you're going to be working from somebody else's plan. Okay. And somebody else's plan would be your customers. They're going to basically determine what you do. They're going to say jump and you jump. So it's a reactionary business versus a designed business. So if you want a super profitable sales team, it happens by design because the default is to react to whatever comes your way. That's a significant change. Wouldn't you agree? So platinum is scaling up via this exclusive plan and system. That would be an explainer on it. Secondly, you should have a mindset of achievement. In other words, you want a super profitable sales team. You want a business. You don't want a real estate career job. Okay. So if that describes you, then yeah, that's who platinum is for. Okay. And in everything that happens at that level in the Craig Proctor system is about you having predictability in your life and business so that it equals freedom, a business that works without your constant involvement. So I think I did a pretty good job of explaining the differences between coaching and platinum right there, pretty significant differences there. Okay. So if that interests you, you can take advantage of our complimentary cut through the noise and build a super profitable sales team. You can have a one-on-one Zoom meeting with the platinum team. It's free. There's no obligation. And this is where you can look at where you are right now and where you most want to go and what those next steps looks like as far as transformation. And I think you'll discover that when you move up the Craig Proctor system ladder, things get easier, not harder. But let me say it one more time. You really need to be in coaching for about 4 months. Secondly, you need to be in the top 10% of income earners. That means you're making over $80,000 a year. Okay. Because you've established that you know how to sell real estate and do things. Because we don't teach you, quote, how to sell real estate. What we do is teach you team system, right, in platinum. All right. So those things are prerequisites for you. And you've got to really want to have a business versus a career job. Okay. So if that describes you, then yeah, this is probably for you. All right. richagentsystem.com is where you can go and you can request a complimentary one-on-one Zoom meeting to cut through the noise and see how to better and more successfully, and of course, much faster, build a super profitable sales team business. Okay. That's it. Take a look at where you are right now, compare it to where you most want to go. What are the gaps in between? How are you going to close those gaps? You're going to close it with plan and system. That's all the stuff that you should take a look at. It's free to see. So if that describes you, if you're ambitious and you want a business like that, then yeah, that's what you do right now. richagentsystem.com. You can also call the number on the screen, or you can shoot us an email at that number, at that email address right there, platinum@toddwalters.com. Okay. But I would go to richagentsystem.com. I would watch the video there, and I would request a free complimentary one-on-one Zoom meeting about cutting through the noise, everything that you hear and see out there, that's not, quote, getting you to where you most want to go, and discover how to more effectively build a super profitable sales team. That is what that level in Platinum is designed to do. And it's all for Craig Proctor members who want that. Okay, good. So, hey, thanks for letting me explain some of the nuances and differences between coaching and Platinum. And hopefully I did a good job for you today. And you'll take advantage of the opportunity if that describes you. All right. So, hey, thanks for being a part of the Craig Proctor System Nation. And go serve big. We'll see you.